Welcome to Chapter 7, Lesson 1. This chapter is all about patterns. The first lesson is called Non-Numeric Patterns. A pattern is a list of numbers, figures, or symbols that follow a rule. Okay, so today in this lesson, we're going to be talking about patterns, non-numeric and numeric patterns. Okay, numeric equals number. So you can think of this a number pattern. Number or numeric number pattern. And non-numeric means not number. Not number, right? So this is not a number pattern. It has pictures or figures or symbols. Okay, so you can see it's orange, lime, lime, lemon. Orange, lime, lime, lemon. Or here, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. What's the rule? Oh, it times. So this would be 2 times 1, 2 times 2. 2 times 3, no? Plus 2? 2 plus 2, 4 plus 2, no. 2 times 2, 2 times 2, 2 times 2 times 2? Okay, so we know that it's repeats, and then we'd have to figure out the rule, right? Okay, so we have numeric pattern and non-numeric pattern. And then within a pattern, we have the unit. Okay, so here you can see that it's triangle, circle, square, triangle, circle, square. So the part that repeats, triangle, circle, square, that's the unit. Triangle, circle, square, unit. Triangle, circle, square, unit. So this is the repeating unit. So in this lesson, you will use and describe patterns that do not use numbers. These are called non-numeric patterns. Many numeric patterns are shape patterns. Okay. Edgar's room has a border of stars and moons. The stars and moons show a repeating pattern. How many figures are in this pattern unit? Copy and extend the pattern one time. Okay, so the repeating pattern means a pattern that just keeps going over and over. It repeats. So we have star, moon, moon, star, moon, moon. So 1 star and 2 moons, that's the pattern unit, okay? This is where it starts to repeat. Okay, now it says each pattern unit has 1 star and 2 moons, and then the pattern repeats. Copy the pattern as shown above. Then draw another star and 2 moons. So extending the pattern, star, moon, moon. So there are blank figures in this pattern unit. 1, 2, 3 in the unit. Okay, let's flip it over. Now on this side, we're talking about a growing pattern. Patterns can also grow. They can get larger or smaller. So we have a growing pattern. Sal uses billiard balls to show a growing pattern. Use counters to model and describe the pattern. Then make an observation about the pattern. So the first row 1, we have 1 ball. And then row 2, we have 2 balls. Row 3, 3 balls. So each row adds 1 more billiard ball. So place blank counters in the second row. So in the second row, we have 2 counters. And blank in the third row. Third row, 1, 2, 3. Continue adding counters until you have 5 rows. Okay, the pattern is, okay, so they kept going. So we could keep going till we have 5 rows. The pattern is add 1. The number of billiard balls in each row alternate between odd and even, right? So row 1 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this pattern is a growing pattern. It means it gets bigger every time. Okay, in your essential question, on page 416, it says, explain the difference between a non-numeric growing pattern and a non-numeric repeating pattern. So the difference between a repeating pattern and a growing pattern. So a growing pattern adds more to every pattern unit, while a repeating pattern has the same unit over and over again. Okay. Remember, this is a repeating pattern where you have triangle, circle, square, triangle, circle, square. It just repeats and repeats and repeats. And the growing pattern is where you have the first one, and then every time it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay? All right, let's draw a pattern. What pattern do I want to draw? Let's do triangle, 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 triangle. Whoops. So here's my repeating pattern. And there's my unit right there. All right. See you in class.